Hello, my name is Ashlynn Callender, and I'm a senior at Central Michigan University. I'm studying public history and museum studies, and today I want to talk to you all about honeybees as if you were kindergartners. Alright? Awesome. Have you ever seen a honeybee before? If you have, you've probably seen them outside, in the park, in a playground maybe, or maybe in a garden outside. Do you know where they get their lunch? They get their lunch from McDonald's, right? No, they prefer Burger King. No? That's right. Honeybees get their lunch from flowers. So today we're going to pretend to be honeybees, and we're going to fly to different flowers to get our lunch. Can you follow along with me? Awesome. So let's pretend to fly to a flower. And we land on the flower, and when we do that, some yellow powdery stuff sticks to our legs. Does anyone know what that's called? Great! It's called pollen. So the pollen sticks to our legs, but that's not really why we're here. We're here for lunch. So there's some gooey stuff in the center of the flower that we want to eat. Does anyone know what that's called? Awesome! Nectar. We're here to eat the nectar. So let's do that. But my belly's not full yet. So let's fly to another flower, should we? Awesome. And we land on our flower, and when we do that, some of the pollen that stuck to our legs before falls off our legs now, and some new pollen sticks to our legs. Does anyone know what that process is called? That process is called pollination. But that's not really why we're here. So we're going to take that big long word and we're going to stick it into our heads for later, okay? We're here for the nectar. So let's eat some. Let's try flying to one more flower, alright? Let's go. We land in our flower, some of our pollen falls off, and some new pollen sticks to our legs, and we're going to drink some nectar. Now I got a belly full of nectar, and I want to go home. Does anyone know where bees live? Bees live in a beehive. So we're going to fly home to our beehive. And we're going to land at home, and now we want to take our belly full of nectar and turn it into honey. Do we know how to do that? No? What bees do is they take their belly full of nectar and they go bleh, and they spit out all the nectar, and then they put it back in their mouth, they chew it all up, and they bleh, they spit it back out, and that's how we get honey. While we're in our hive, what shape is our beehive? What shape is our honeycombs? Does anyone know? Our honeycombs are in the shape of a hexagon. A hexagon has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is what the honeybees live in. So now we talked about a big long word before. Do we remember what it's called? We stuck it in our brains for later. It's called pollination. So pollination is when bees take the pollen that's on their legs from one flower to the next to the next. And that helps the flowers, fruits, and vegetables grow. You can see the fruits and vegetables in farmer's market, maybe at a grocery store, maybe you have a garden at home. So all of these come from honeybee pollination. But that's not all that we get from our bees. Our bees help us with many different things, and they create things called beeswax. We make a lot of things from beeswax. We make our candles, maybe your parents burn at home. We make lip balm, clay. We even get our crayons from honeybees' beeswax. Now there are different types of honeybees. When we were pretending to be one, we went bzz, bleh. We were what they call a drone bee. The other type stays in the hive and they tell everyone else what to do. They are called the queen bees. So the biggest difference between these bees is the shape of their stinger. A drone bee has a stinger shaped like a corkscrew. So when they sting someone, it goes in and it gets stuck and it's really hard to get out. When a queen bee stings someone, they have a stinger shaped like a nail. So the nail goes through, and it can slide out pretty easy. So the queen bee can sting people multiple times. Now when we were pretending to be our honeybee, how many flowers did we stop at for lunch? Do you remember? Yeah, we stopped at 3 flowers to fill our bellies. Does anyone know how many flowers it would take for a honeybee to fill their belly up? No, not 3. 10, 20, 40? No, it takes 150 flowers to fill a honeybee's belly. Can you imagine having to go to 150 different places to eat lunch? I couldn't. And since it's so much work for them to fill their bellies, they help each other out and tell them where the flowers are. One of the ways they do that is by buzzing, and another way we call it the wiggle waggle dance. They have different dances to tell each other where the flowers are in relation to the sun. So if we were to hop on a plane today, fly to another country, maybe France, would we be able to step off the plane and just talk to people? Probably not. We probably couldn't understand them because they speak a different language. If a bee were to hop on a plane and fly to another country like France, they'd be able to get off the plane, find another honeybee, and talk to them. And just like that, they'd be able to understand each other because they speak the same language. So now that you know all about honeybees, I have a favor to ask because our honeybees are disappearing. If you're ever outside and you see a honeybee, can you let it be? So say it with me. If you see a bee, let it be. Thank you everyone for listening, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I look forward to talking to you.